Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of the Banner Saga 3. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today. Here in the depths, the ringing of the bell of the battle still echoes in your head and turns into a dull ache in your bones. How about we don't do that again, says Spar, motioning to the large bell, dredge bell. We're lucky that's all we faced. At least now we know there aren't any other of those things around. That's very true. We can't rest. We are dead. We have made a game over, I think. You find Ollie at the edge of the light staring at the Godstone. Mind if I join you? I'd find a space around here. Just keep your voice down. That vicious, wrinkled fiffle won't share any of his drink, and my head hurts. In the distance, Spar takes a moment from lazily tuning his Langspiel to throw Ollie a wildly inappropriate gesture. Ran out of your own brew? Lost my flask when that whale thing shattered the frozen ocean. You hear the things coming out of my mouth? Sober is no way to live, Ivor. Ollie stares blankly into the distance. So what's your drink of choice? What's yours? Yuck's milk? Who cares? Never mind me. You know how some men can't handle their drink? I can't handle being dry. Makes my head hurt. Yeah, that seems like a problem. It never has been before. Who would want to take in all this majesty clearly? I haven't been this sober since I was 13, locked up in a boar's guard cell. He gets a faraway look in his eyes. Rum's my poison, to answer your question. Rum. Sorry, I said room. It's ram. Believe it or not, I can't even throw these axes worth a damn dry as I am. But got a few drinks in me, and I see bright ribbons in the air. Wait, you see lines of light? Damn right. Showing me exactly where the axes are going to go. Usually I keep that sort of thing to myself, but what's the point? Ollie, I think you may be spell weaving. Ollie straightens his back as if startled. What are you talking about? You know, like the menders do? Weaving. Like this Nidinger who farts lightning and raises the dead? But only when I'm drunk? And you're just using it to throw things better. Ollie erupts into laughter, loud enough to make even Spar frown. What a time to be alive, eh, Varl? Well, I'll drink to that. Don't tease. You pass Ollie your mead horn, and his hands shake as he gulps from it greedily. Ollie the Spellweaver. My mum always said I was special. Maybe you're not as bad as they say, Varl. Who says that? Just take the victory. Some of those lines come fast and thick, or fast and furious. What's the word? Like that just take the victory one, but that one landed pretty well. So we're screwed for time. This is terrible. I don't know exactly what's gonna happen. At all what's gonna happen. It's not. There's no exactly here. There's just death. They're just us. Dead. Oh. No, she always had 10. So she's at level 10 now. Got the Apostate. Could bring Mogan. He's only 2, so it's good enough. Yeah, let's keep at it. What a terrible place to be in right now, though. We're really not resting here, guys. Let's leave. It's not giving me time, though. It's sort of... Maybe that is before the end battle. Maybe that's... I don't know. Maybe we could have had one more day and the rest, or more than one day actually, and the rest would be just, you know, using it up. Please don't let me out. Please don't put me out in the world. Oh no. Well, let's find out what happens. Darkness lurches upon the dome of light, stretched thin above the city by menders weaving fast stitches. Riots ripple through the slender spaces between people packed tightly together, and the warp lick at your defenses testing them. It finally sinks in just how many dead rest in Arborang now. This is really the beginning of the end, isn't it? You grieve. Aleo, I thought it was Aleo. Aleo says, the longship's finally sinking, so to speak. All's left to do is bail, till our arms grow weak. You feel the old, nagging survival needs scratching at your thought. Food, water, shelter. There's none. Got plenty of items, I don't need that. Got funeral. They came from all parts of Arborang, carrying their dead. An enormous longship. Did you see that? The king won't be needing it anymore. Was hoisted up to the Black Rock Plateau. Never mind the hassle, this is tradition. Arranged within the longship, many hundreds of bodies rest, ready for the afterlife, ready for peace among the stars. Their struggles are over. You hear all this from the orator, declaring the last rites, preparing to set the longship ablaze. You remember those who traveled with you to Arborang. You've never seen so many dead in one place, and you hope to never see this many again. But despite the tragedy, this is a reassuring moment that there can still be dignity in death, even in these circumstances. The fires are lit, and special bundles laid along the ship's edge tint the flames in different colors. A gleaming rainbow rising towards the sky and a bridge for brave souls. You imagine the ship drifting out to sea as the fire burns low. The solemn audience begins to pile stones and soil atop to form the traditional tumulus, which is just, it means grave. That's where the word tomb comes from. I'm gonna give a speech to my caravan. To those who knew and believed in your banner, you raise it high. The exact words drift from your thoughts as soon as they are said, but the rest of the caravan graciously cheers the ending. The gods would weep if we did not outlive them, and we outlive them still. Now it is we who speak for the dead, their names and their deeds, and gods be damned, they will not be forgotten. Cool. Aleo puts his hand on your shoulder. His eyes are red, some combination of drinking and grieving, but there is a smile on his lips. I can only imagine how hard all this must be for you, he says. I never had the privilege of meeting your father, but I've only heard incredible things about him. I think he would be very proud of you right now. Right now? Why? Where I look, I don't see the dead. I see all those who live on instead. Leo stands quietly beside you, deep in thought. You can't help yourself from rhyming, can you? Aleo looks slightly embarrassed, as if you caught him indulging in a vice. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't come off as disrespectful with what I said. I have a hard time putting it to bed. When I was a boy, my grandmother was a famous seer in our small town. I was in awe of her. She claimed that gods never died, that they spoke through her. Others would come from far away to hear their fate or feel close to them. Sometimes I would listen through the walls to the amazing things she told these people, even though it was forbidden. She knew. Before she died, she told me a secret. She said she made it all up. I got upset. I called her a fraud, but she explained that just because she made it up doesn't mean it wasn't real. The stories we tell are just as real as all the things we see and feel, she said. Then she died. I remember those last words clear as a bell, and I began to make up stories of my own. Eventually, it became hard not to see the world as a story. And you're always writing one in your head, says Alette. When I felt afraid or upset as a child, it helped to imagine myself as someone else reading my story. Like the gods were looking down and seeing that I can create things as well. Anyway, I'm sorry about all the rhymes. I'll try to keep them to more appropriate moments. Well, I guess it's time we moved on. I suppose we must. Demanders shouldn't be left alone on the walls. There's already a murmur spreading through the clans of not enough food to go around. Sometimes it feels like too much, she says. The true hero comes reluctantly, he says. Though we move on now with shuffling feet, our hearts will forever be incomplete. And he rhymed there at the end as well. That's why it sounded weird. We got the Menders up there, and we got the outskirts. Crap. Let's go to the outskirts. Part of the city smolders like since the riots matching the mood in the lower rings. Supplies are... Oh, since the riots, yeah. Supplies are scattered, impossible to tally or portion since the funeral. Hoarding seems necessary for the future, and you're afraid other clans in Arborang will feel the same. If nothing else, we should set the precedent from here on out. Excuse the hiccups. Aleo suggests. So I can combine and ration the remaining food tightly, send armed forces to pillage what they can from the other clans. That's gonna lower our morale. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, though. Volunteers are drafted, few enlist. As they head out, a change of heart brings more running. You recognize a couple of faces. This man carried his son's old dog 50 miles when it couldn't walk any further. That woman sings low lullabies to her scared children at night. Now they'll kill someone else's mother or father. A day later, they return with cuts, scrapes, and several days of supplies. No details. Didn't do much, though. Menders are spread out evenly along the walls, each overlapping the light created by the next. Guards with distant expressions stand watch between them. Around their feet are piles of warped dredge and men alike. They're starting to scale over the bodies on the other side of the wall, says Zephyr, some small disgust in her voice. As if to prove the point, Amender yells when more warped rise into view. Hurry! Beckons Zephyr. Yeah, I figured. Yeah. Well, we have really good provisions here, though. We have, like, the best of provisions. Let's just... Oh, can I not? How do I... Dang it. Remove all the things. We're gonna respec all these guys. I'm not risking this. This is probably gonna be a really tough battle. I think... I don't know if I don't... Oh, what? How do you get the same characters twice? Anyway, I think it might have been possible to do the to mix the teams a little bit better, not have the other team be so powerful, because it is, or this team in particular being so powerful, because it is in comparison. Got so many items, so many. Well, how you do that is reloading. That's what you do. You reload when things don't go your way, and just play with that. But I'm not doing that, because this game makes it more awkward than normal. Anyway. I'm getting you all out of there. I don't know what we're fighting. Let's bring Gunnulf. Bastion over here. What are you doing? You are slow, aren't you? Can I tell his speed from here? Let's see. He's got Kindle. The character slams the ground, sending all around him, reeling back and damaging their armor severely. As with most dredge abilities, this damage indiscriminately and must be used with care. He's got the Drumfire. The character sends a shockwave through the earth, damaging the armor of non-dredge caught in its path, and turning up molten ash that burns any unlucky enough to step on it. This ability must be used carefully. Yep, and then we have Splinter, which is the thing that armor cracks and does things. So I don't really want him at the front. We don't really have too many level ups here, as I'm looking at it, to be fair, to be honest. I mean, got a lot of Varl. I gotta let... Zephyr, what do you do? The Mender creates a magically infused zone within which concentrated areas of power form. Anyone, friend or foe, who steps through one of these concentrations receives a burst of power for one turn. Possible buffs include... Oh, it's not that great, actually. We got Breeze that grants one or more allies the speed of the north wind, allowing them to move to any unoccupied tile on the battlefield. Now, this is really good. And also she has Mend, which is for armor, which is also pretty good. So if I want her, and I actually do, I could bring Godleaf as well. She's ready to go. Do I want her more than Moger? Yes. Yes, okay. So this is our level up situation. Alette, she has just extra dodge, which is good, but not amazing, or not crucial. She has some dodge, she has some critical punctures, and yeah, she's really good at that. So if I'm honest, what I want for her is the dodge. That is 15, so I'll go with that. For extra dodge right there is pretty good. Zephyr. Actually, I'm gonna go with Oddleaf. That's gonna be expensive, though. Am I gonna make it? Yeah. Could be Petrus, though. Could be Petrus. Let's bring Godleaf up. There it is. Now, Oddleaf is a specific type of character. She has this thing, but this is really the one that I like. And also the puncture. By standing still, the archer is able to line up a shot that takes advantage of an enemy missing armor, doing bonus damage. For every 2 points of armor her target has lost, the archer gains +1 additional strength to her attack. And as long as she didn't move beforehand, this makes her especially deadly near the end of a fight or against tough opponents who have lost a lot of armor. Yeah, that is very good, actually. So she needs to be further over there. Yeah, and Alette has the Overwatch, which is really nice. So I'm gonna bring her... This is also pretty good. Rain of Arrows. It can be good anyway. Do I want that? Because I might not want that. What I want is punctures. And critical chance. Yeah, that's better. Okay, that's good. Now let's look at our items. We have... Oh. Are those my maximum items? Level 11? Okay. +2 strength attack, 10% critical chance, bonus strength when stationary. That's exactly what you do. Can't level her up to that. That is pretty bad. That said, if Alette gets that, that is not bad. That is awesome. Although, she doesn't really stay stationary. Does she have any ability for that? By standing still, she does. Okay. So that's pretty good. Then we have +3 to all talents. Armor per turn and 1 break. Then you don't really need the break, and also you don't really have that many talents. Are you a breaker? Yeah, you are. This is great for you. Then over here we have +3 to all talents, plus never deflected. Curious. The +3 to all talents is also pretty amazing. Will per turn. You have a lot of talents right there. Never deflected is also pretty good. Then over here we have +1 to all talents. Oddleaf doesn't need that. Zephyr needs to level up. I'll level her up in a little bit. You have some of that. That's pretty good. Plus extra will is nice. What do I have? What else do I have? Protects from death. Minus armor. Dodge strength is good. The minus armor is nasty. I want that better. +2 to all talents. We have a lot of talents in here. Break. Are you a breaker? Maybe. You are not. A lot of items over here. Extra critical chance. Extra break. Extra movement and aggro. Minus aggro. If I want her to do a lot of this, I want the movement, so I can just get anyone anywhere, because that is really good. That's really good to have. Dodge strength damage, armor, strength and will, critical chance. Let's go with that on you, and let's level you up. So you, well, I know exactly what you're gonna get. Right there. Okay, let's see how well this goes. The last battle was messy, and I managed it. I'm thinking this one is going to be just as well. I'm also thinking this might be game over here. Okay. Keep the warped away from the menders. Easier said than done. Yeah, it is. Okay, so... What the heck? Okay, I'm not really sure who we're fighting. Whom we're fighting. So she's... well... That's basically how that goes. Do I want her at the front? Well, I want her at the front, because that's the thing, these... Actually, I have a better idea. Yeah, because that way, well, actually, like that. Because that way, he's gonna move up, and, yeah, that's just better. Let's ready up. Okay, what do we have? We have some, that's pretty nasty. It's not a terrible battle. Looks pretty decent, actually. So he's going first. That's gonna, let's just it's fine. Then we have you back here. That's also fine. Then we have you. So if I could get you, you're gonna be nasty. What can I do? The forge ahead is good, but not right now. Do I want... Can't really do much. If I could avoid him, that'd be really interesting. Also don't know if this guy can reach us. I didn't see. So Petrus doesn't have... he does have reinforcements, which is nice, and he has the bloody flail and the run through. But the run through is it gets behind the enemies, so I might want to call for reinforcements, especially because that's probably gonna bait that guy, and that's gonna be that. Wait. Oh. Okay, now he's going, and you have Stonewall, which is awesome. He does also have a lot of willpower, which is also pretty awesome. So you can reach there. I want you over here. Should have got him closer. Interesting. Oh no, not interesting. That was a resist though, so that was interesting. Okay, now you have Thread and Needle. Hits all enemies. You have Overwatch, but that's on her current range, which is not that great, so I need to move her, and I kind of want to anyway. But I'll need to... Oh, we have reinforcements. Oof, this is nasty then. Then I have Mend, which doesn't matter for right now. So my problem here is this guy. He can't get to her if I just get over here. So that's pretty good. What I can do... is I can do an Overwatch. Especially because I think these are gonna move up. Let's save the action points. Or save the damage. That's bad. But not terrible. And you. Sundering Impact. And that. I need to move you up. And do I want to do that? Sort of, yes. Oh, they have Horseborn. That guy is just resisting everything. And then we have movement and things. Runic Gale, randomly create. That's nice. Within a 7-tile area. That is really nice. I'm gonna move her up, though. This might be a little bit too much. Yeah, it's a little bit too much. So if I get a breeze... These guys have so much armor. Specifically on him. Are you overwatching? Ooh, that might be good. He's resisting like a pro. Oh my god. So Rain of Arrows. That's not anywhere. Got Bird of Prey as well. Fires 100% chance to hit. That's good, but it doesn't really do too much damage. Just does the normal thing. So I want her probably to break armor. Let's see, the Rain of Arrows. Who's going next? You're probably going next. So a Rain of Arrows over there would be nice. The problem is I need 1, 2, 3, and I can't get her close enough for that. Actually, I might, because if I fire... Oh, no, don't do that. Go away, that's the one. If I bring her over here, and I do the Rain of Arrows right there, that might work. That guy, because he moves now, does he get the... That was a critical, very nice. So Gunnulf. So I want Gunnulf back there. What can you do? You can do a Forge ahead, which is good. This is not going well. It's not going well. That guy's nasty. It's not gonna do too much damage, but for that forge ahead is sort of irrelevant. Problem is getting up ahead here. I want to force him to do things. This guy just resists everything. It's incredible. So I could do that, and that's probably for the best. With a critical, very nice, interesting. He's still not taking damage. That is incredible. And then I can move up. Now let's see. You go next. And if I move you up over there or over here, do you have like chance to? He's really interesting. He's really interesting. So what I want here is either the run through enemies doing break damage, then hit the targets from behind. That is interesting. That is gonna get me on the other side though, whatever I do. So that is probably bad. But I do want to do that. The problem is the run through. How does that work? Does that work on here? Because if it works on here, let's see. I don't think it does. Well, let's find out. Oh, that was nasty. It does damage to that. And there is a deflection over there. Yeah, now he's sort of in the midst of it all. Yeah, you can handle this. That's pretty good. She's gonna be very good at against that. Can we break? Do we want to break? Probably do. What can I do here? Can you shoot up there, I wonder? Do I want an Overwatch? Yeah, I do. This time around with a little bit more zest. -1, that is fair. That's a shame. That Overwatch is not gonna work. Yeah, that sucks. But he's a breaker, so... That's really bad, but that's not the worst thing. So we got some men's in here. Oh, I see how that works. Okay, that's not too bad. It's kind of interesting. Let's go with that. I might have wanted to do the breeze. Okay, can you attack? Yes, you can. Can you kill? So if you move... That's interesting. That's exactly what I need. So you're a damage dealer. And you're going in there because you have the whirlwind. Heck yeah. I realize how bad that is. Okay. This can turn out quite well. If I'm lucky. He's got 3 exertions, so this guy can die. Fortunately, nobody was overwatching. See what this guy does. Don't poison us. He did poison us. Stone wall. Seems pretty straightforward. Hopefully he takes more damage. That's interesting. Are you overwatching again? You jerk. He had some armor break. Don't want to do that, but that guy, yeah. Let's shoot this guy. See what we can pull off with that. That's fine. Oof. That really is not. Okay, he's a little bit of a breaker here. That's fine. We have that. She's alive. That's all that matters. Okay, that was not. So I need you to do the breeze. So I need you to just not be there. Problem is, the breeze has a limit. So I need you to be here. And then do the breeze. On him. Are we gonna have enough time? I'm gonna say we're not. I'm gonna say we're not. So... fire arrows with 100% chance to hit. Does that matter? Yes. No, it doesn't. What I'm saying. With a critical, that was fantastic. That was lucky. That was the luckiest. And with that, we're out of time for the day. I just now looked. So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been the Banner Saga 3. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I don't know what's going to happen, but if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.